All right, boys and girls, I need super scholars in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember how to do that, or did you forget? All right, here I am back in the shower. We're going to do lesson 102 today. It's Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. All right, look at your papers and let's look at number 1 together. All right, 4 teams scored a total of 43 points. I'm going to write that down because that is important information. That is the total of their points. Now, it tells us that Team A scored 8 points. So that's a known number. Team A, 8 points. So write that for Team A. Let's keep reading. Team B scored 3 times as many points as Team C. All right, so right here I'm going to write myself a note. 3 times more than Team C. Team C scored 2 points less than Team A. So let's go back to Team A. They had 8 points, so we need to take 2 away from that, and that will give us 6. Now we can determine what Team B made because they made 3 times more than Team C. And we know 3 times 6 is, that's right, 18. Now, the only thing we don't know is how many points Team D scored. Well, to figure that out, we need to know the total of these 3 numbers. So if we have 18 plus 8 plus 6, and then we need to know the difference of that, we would subtract 43 minus the number we get here, and that's going to give us our score for Team D. So let's go ahead and add up how many we have here. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 6 is 22. Carry your plus 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, we need to know 43, take away 32. You can change it and write it this way if you want to. Or, since there's no regrouping, boys and girls, we can just do mental math. 3 take away 2 is 1, and 4 take away 3 is 1. So Team D will have 11 points. Now, you know me well enough to know I'm not going to stop there. I want us to check our work. So to do that, we're going to go back and we're going to add these 4 scores, and we should be sure we have a total of 43. So let's do 18, 11, 8, and 6. Notice I added them up. I lined them up from the greatest to the least because I like to organize my numbers. Remember, God organizes everything. He organized the whole world, and He even likes numbers organized. So do I. All right. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 8 is 17, plus 6 is 23. So put my 3 here and my plus 2 here. 2 plus 1 is 4. We did it. The 2 numbers agree. Got it? Okay. Super. All right, let's see if I can erase. I'll tell you what, Ellen. I do need a big space. So let's take a peek at number 2, boys and girls. It says to fill in the missing numbers on the number line. Where is each arrow pointing? All right, so notice, boys and girls, this number line starts with 0, and it heads this way and this way. All right, so let's start with our negative numbers. I'm going to hold this. It's a little bit tricky, me holding it up here. So we're going to put 1 here. That's your negative 1. Negative 2, which they put a B above. Negative 3. Negative 4. I'm having to really think on this one to write this up here, guys. Negative 5, which they have an A above. And then 2 more spaces. So that'll be negative 6 and negative 7. All right, so let's go this way. All right, we've got a 1, then 2, 3, 4. They've got a C above 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let me go back and number them. So did I count wrong this way? Let me be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So negative 1, 2, 3. Caught myself. Why didn't y'all say, Miss Frances, you messed that up? I need you, boys and girls. All right, so let me go this way. I love you guys. 5, 6, 7. So let me check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3. The C should be here. And the D is going to be here. All right, so A, B, C, D. A is at negative 5. B, negative 2. C at 3. And D is at 7 on this number line. Got it? Okay, let me erase that and get another marker. This is not fun when you're not with me. I am trying to have fun, but it's really not. But I've got joy, 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 joy down in my heart. See? Did you know I would sing that to you today? Ellen, why are you grinning? Because your mother's crazy. All right, now let's switch it around and go to number 3. Ooh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't even know if I should do this with you, but I think I will to practice on side A. Change the improper fractions to mixed numbers and simplify the proper fractions. Okay, so let's start with 9/4 equals. Okay, in other words, what is 9 divided by 4? Well, we know that 4 can go into 9 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. There would be 1 left over. So we have 2 and 1/4. Right? 30 over 8, which means 30 divided by 8. So I asked myself, how many times can 8 go into 30 without going over? I know the answer is 3. And 3 times 8 is 24. The difference in 24 and 30 is 6. So it's 3 and 6/8. Now, let's stop and look at that one, boys and girls. Can that be reduced to a smaller number? I think it can. All right, so ask yourselves, what number can we divide into 6 and 8 has to be the same number that they both could be divided by to make them smaller? Number that popped into my brain was 2. Let's try it. All right, 6 divided by 2 equals 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And just move your whole number over here. So that reduced is 3 and 3/4. Okay? All right, let's look at the next one. I'm going to come over here. All right. So in your mind, tell me what that problem says. Okay, did you say 20 divided by 6? That's correct. All right, so how many times can 6 go into 20 without going over? 6 times 4? That's too much. Let's try 6 times 3 then, okay? What is 6 times 3? 18? Yes. All right, what's the difference in 18 and 20? The difference is 2. So your answer is 3 and 2. Whoops, my brain's going too fast. 3 and 2/6. Now, can that be reduced? I think so. Let's go ahead and move the whole number over. Now, can you divide? I think we should divide both numbers by 2 again and see what happens. What's 2 divided by 2? 1. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So your answer is 3 and 1/3. Okay, now the last one. Right? Is that an improper fraction? No, it's not. All we have to do with this is reduce it, okay? What are your minds thinking? Try 2? Okay, I'll try 2. Okay, what is 12 divided by 2? 6. And what is 26 divided by 2? 13. Can it go any smaller than that? I don't think so. Who knows what kind of number 13 is? Everybody raise their hand. Yay! Did you say prime? Yay! Yes, 13 is prime number. Good job. All right. I'd love to say any questions, but you know what? If you have a question, save it for Zoom time and we can talk about it then. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I see a clock. It doesn't have Roman numerals on it though, like some clocks do. It just has some cardinal numbers for us, so let's take a peek at it. All right, so it says it is morning time. What time is shown on the clock? It looks like the hour hand is between the 7 and the 8. It's a little past the 7, but not to the 8. So it must be 7. And the minute hand is on the 3, 5, 10, 15. They told us it's morning, and we all know morning is a.m. So the time on our clock is 7:15 a.m. Okay. Now, next question. What time was it 2.5 hours ago? Okay, so we're going to have to go backwards in our elapsed time. So 2.5 hours, and we'll go backwards. So let's start at 7:15. Backwards the next whole hour, we would be at 6:15 a.m. There's our first hour. Have to go a whole nother hour. So let's chunk that hour. 5:15 a.m. That was the next hour. Now we need to switch to minutes, and we have to go 30 more minutes back because 1/2 of an hour, boys and girls, remember, is 30 minutes. All right, so let's just go half of the half. Half of 30 is 15. That's going to put us at 5 a.m. And then 15 more minutes, right, thinking hard, will put us at 4:45 a.m. So your answer here, what time was it 2.5 hours ago? 4:45 a.m. Okay? Got it. All right, everybody take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. All right, everybody take your hands, put your pencils down a minute. Take your hands and put your pencils down and do this. You're gonna need to stretch them out. Stretch, 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 stretch. You ready? Okay. Dun da 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 da. Ready to get ready. You're going to work your brain. Here we go. Do you see what I see? It's a division problem. Look at that number. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 digits. Today, we're going to do a 4-digit division problem. 4 digits divided by 3 digits. I know who we need to see. Ellen, you may have to move over. It's time for Danny to come back. Hello, Danny. Draw you a Danny, boys and girls, if you need to. I hope you're telling your parents about Danny and how he helps us. Danny, division, divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Say it with me. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. We're going to do all those steps to solve this great big problem. Oh, you ready? Let's do it. All right, read the problem with me. 4,357 divided by 3. But we're just going to start right here. 4 divided by 3. Can we do that? Yes. All right, 3 can go into 4 one time. 1 times 3 equals 3. Next step, subtract. 4 take away 3 is 1. What's Danny say do next? Bring down, that's right. So we're going to bring the 3 down. Now it's 13 divided by 3. How many times can 3 go into 13 without going over? Did I hear you say 2? Good. Oh, you didn't want to say 2, did you? How about 3? Can we get closer? You know we can get closer. I think we want to say 4. Good job. 4 times 3 equals what? 12. 13. Take away 12 is 1. Next step, bring down the 5. Okay, keep going. 15 divided by 3. 3 can go into 15 5 times. Don't skip the steps though. You have to keep doing the steps. Say it 3 times. I have to keep doing the steps. I have to keep doing the steps. I have to keep doing the steps. Always do the steps. 5 times 3 is 15. 15, take away 15 is 0. Is there anything left to bring down? Yes. So bring the 7 on down. Okay, remember we're learning the process of how this all works. That's why we do the steps over and over and over and over. Okay, all right, 7 divided by 3 would be 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. There's nothing to bring down. We're all the way finished now. That's our remainder, and we're going to write it as a fraction. So your answer is 1,452 1/3. Are you as tired as I am? All right, let's do another one though. All right, I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to let you practice the others with your mom and dad's help, okay? All right, let's do the next one. So you've got 6,150 divided by 6. Okay, all right, so what's 6 divided by 6? 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 take away 6 is 0. Danny says, bring down the next number. All right, 1 divided by 6. Or can 6 go into 1? No. So we would say, we can't do that. All right, so we have to put a 0 here. 0 times 6 is 0. So subtract that out. 1 minus 0 is 1. All right, do we have another number to bring down? Yes, we do. So bring your 5 down. 15 divided by 6. How many times can 6 go into 15 without going over? Let's go with 2. 2 times 6 equals 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. I'm running out of room. All right, is there another number to bring down? Yes, there is. Bring this 0 down and keep on going through Danny's rules. 30, really, what is 30 divided by 6. We all know the answer to that. 30 divided by 6 is 5, right? 5 times 6 equals 30. Look at that, it's gonna work. And 30 minus 30 is 0. So you are now finished with that one. We're learning to divide 4-digit numbers, boys and girls. That's fantastic. All right, so here's what I want you to do. Try the other two. When we talk at Zoom today, I'll get a marker board or something out and we'll go over them together and I can help you with those, okay? It's the same as doing a 2-digit or a 3-digit number, boys and girls. You just keep going and going and going and going and going. And don't skip the steps. What did I just say? Oh, yes, don't skip the steps. Okay, let me help you with a couple on number 6, and then I'll let you work on some things by yourself. All right, the first one on number 6. -6 plus 17 equals, all right? So if I started with 17 on the number line, boys and girls, and went back -6 spaces, that would just be the same as subtracting 6. So your answer is 11, okay? All right, the next one's fun. -23 plus -14. All right, so anytime you have 2 negative numbers, boys and girls, go ahead and go, ha, we're going to be negative, and write down your negative sign. And then just add your numbers. 23 plus 14 is 37. So -23 plus -14 equals a -37. Isn't that fun? Okay. Now this is one like we did last night. You have -6 plus 2 plus -5 plus -1 plus 8 equals. All right, so I'm going to box in some numbers. All right, I'm going to circle my positive numbers first. I have a +2 and a +8. All right, so I'm going to add the 8 and the 2, and that gives me 10. All right, I want to get another color. Okay, and then I have a -6. We need markers. A -5 and a -1. Trash that. Thank you, camera lady Ellen. All right, so add your negative numbers. -6 plus -5 is -11, plus a -1 is -12. All right, and we're going to add those two numbers. So if I started, boys and girls, on the number line at -12 and I went 10 steps, I would land at -2. So 10 plus -12 equals -2. Use your number lines if you need help with those. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Work on these with parent help. If you want to wait and talk about it at Zoom time, we can talk about it then, right? I would like you to do the bottom problems independently, and we can check those at Zoom time. Right, your homework tonight, or what I'd like for you to practice on the back, I just want you to do number 1. I'm going to circle them. I want you to do number 1 on the back. I want you to do number 3 on the back. And I want you to do number 5 on the back. That's all I want you to do today. Okay? I'll see you at Zoom time. It's fun having math with you in the shower. Not really. But you're just fun no matter what. I miss you.